Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Michigan's offense will take the first swing of the game. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gives it on the option. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he was hard to bring down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Scarlet Knights offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just...
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. He'll do it himself. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got it behind the line. It's Duff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Schultz. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defense in press coverage. Lost a throw again. Pocket breaking down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Blue. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So here comes the Michigan offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got an open man. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. They go to the ground, fighting off the defender.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Caught near the sticks. It's Marsh. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. He caught it! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been...
Makes the catch down the right side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Duff. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Let's take a big-picture program perspective on Rutgers. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Pat.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rush is on him. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Leaves it with the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Dropping back, it's Schultz. That's reeled in, it's Duff. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. The give on the option. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Morgan. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Wolverines getting set on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cleescorn. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Quick step and go. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Schultz. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Rivers.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Scarlet Knights look to do some damage in the red zone. To the air on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Rivers. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Got his man. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Zings it complete to the right. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Throws to the back. Makes the grab on the left. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
He'll pull it on the read. Still running at the 40. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Plucks it out of the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rutgers. And the comeback is on. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pass to Sticks, still on his feet. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Firing to the right, complete. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan. They wanted to finish, and now they did on that possession.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got him downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Back to pass, it's Schultz. Unloads to the right. Finds his man, it's Johnson. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Scarlet Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Red pass hits complete. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rutgers. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking for blockers. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So here comes the Michigan offense. He's got the back in the middle. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. So now it's second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. And the Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion,
they snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. to start for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Schultz. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. On the ground, it's Blue. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Now the toss. There he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Using his feet to buy time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's got more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, look out. The ball's free. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're working that left side. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you
converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off-play action on 1st down. Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They weren't able to move them an inch on second down. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown Wolverines! Excellent pass by the back on the option. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's 2nd and long. And this offense, they haven't been in a great spot because physically they haven't been able to run the football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice complete...
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Morgan. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll... the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Give to the running back. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the counter. Look out, he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart across the 25. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so David, they've really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play-action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Duff. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete out of the backfield. Oh, what a move to get open. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking for a man, it's Schultz. Right on the money. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 10 over Georgia. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Pressure coming. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Schultz. Fires to the right. He's got him wide open. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the back over the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking deep down the right side. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. After